today's session. We'd like to announce and congratulate the quiz participants from yesterday's session. We have a few new participants, and we are so grateful to you for participating. We'd like to congratulate Hari Prasad Prabhu, Sulochana Mataji, Anjudi, Janeshwar Gauranga Prabhu, and Barshana Chitra Mataji. Thank you all so much for participating in the quiz, and we really look forward to more and more devotees participating in the quiz sessions. Hare Krishna. So today, the topic that we will be discussing is Krishna. Okay, 1 minute. Here we go. So today's topic is how Krishna, he had made a promise to Srimati Radharani, and that was fulfilled by Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu. So how it was fulfilled, how everything happened, we will discuss today. So we will continue with Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu's Vraja Mandal Parikrama. How today we will be discussing how Mahaprabhu sees Sri Haridev ji and the history of Haridev. He is the second Dev of Sri Brajadham. Then how Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu reveals the deities at Sri Nanda Gaon, and how Mahaprabhu fulfills the promise that Krishna gave to Srimati Radharani. So here we see that how Gauranga Mahaprabhu, along with his two dear associates, the Brahmana from Mathura, with whom Mahaprabhu was staying, the disciple of Madhavendra Puripal, and Sri Balabhadra Bhattacharya, he was doing the Brajamandal Parikrama. So yesterday we discussed how beautifully Mahaprabhu took darshan of Sri Gopalji and how Gopalji came down from Govardhan Hill to give his audience to Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu. So after seeing Sri Gopalji, Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu continued on his parikrama of Sri Giriraj along with Balabhadra Bhattacharya and with the Brahmana from Mathura. And from here, Mahaprabhu arrived at the beautiful temple of Sri Haridev ji. Now, Haridev is a very beautiful deity. He offered, Mahaprabhu offered his obeisances here to this beautiful deity. And Mahaprabhu was so ecstatic when he saw Haridev that Mahaprabhu danced in ecstasy over here in Haridev temple. And here, Mahaprabhu, this is the deity of Sri Haridev. We can see he has his left hand, raised as if he's lifting Govardhan Hill. So this is the beauty of Haridev ji, that he is the deity of Krishna who is like Giridhari. He is raising his left hand as if lifting Sri Govardhan Hill. So Gauranga Mahaprabhu, he was in bliss and ecstasy when he saw Haridev. And Mahaprabhu stayed here for one night at the temple of Haridev. So here, this temple of Haridev is actually right here, very near to Manasi Ganga. So Manasi Ganga, we all know that this place, Manasi Ganga, Mahaprabhu bathed in the waters of Manasi Ganga. And this Manasi Ganga was established by Krishna's great-grandson, Maharaj Vajranath, over 5,000 years ago. So Sri Haridev is actually one of the four presiding deities of Vrindavan, one of the four devs. And he is the lifter of Govardhan Hill. We can see that his left hand is in a raised position. So in this temple, we can actually take very beautiful darshan of Haridev ji. And Mahaprabhu, as we said, he stayed here. So there's a very beautiful history of the appearance of Sri Haridev. That one day, Srimati Radharani and the gopis, they were actually waiting for Krishna to come and meet with them near Manasi Ganga. Krishna promised that he will come near Manasi Ganga to visit them. And at that time, the gopis and Srimati Radharani, they were eagerly waiting, but Krishna, as usual, was very late and, waiting. Srimati Radharani started feeling intense separation from Krishna. And, out of their intense separation from Krishna, Srimati Radharani and the gopis, they started chanting, oh Hari, oh Haridev, where are you? Where are you? Like this over and over again. They were just calling out the name of Krishna in the name of Haridev. They were saying, Haridev, where are you? Haridev, where are you? And when Krishna, this intense separation was so much that it felt as if they're just going to give up their life in separation from Krishna. And suddenly, when the gopis were at the verge of giving up their lives, at that time, a very beautiful deity of Sri Krishna, as a 7-year-old boy, appeared, holding Govardhan Hill in his left hand and his transcendental flute in the other hand. And the ecstasy of Srimati Radharani and the gopis knew no bounds. And they were so happy to see this beautiful deity. Srimati Radharani and the gopis, they were just mesmerized by looking at this beautiful form of Giridhari Sri Haridev ji. And Srimati Radharani and the gopis, they immediately started performing beautiful worship to this particular deity of Haridevji with many, many wonderful offerings. So after the appearance of Govardhan Natha, he is called, this Haridevji is called as Govardhan Natha Haridevji Bhagavan. Jai Shri Govardhan Natha Haridevji Bhagavan ki Jai. And Srimati Radharani and the gopis, they would come here every day to worship this beautiful deity who appeared on his own to reciprocate with the intense desire of being worshipped by Srimati Radharani. So Mahaprabhu, when he came and saw, at that time Mahaprabhu was so much in ecstasy that he was remembering. Mahaprabhu was remembering that, oh, Haridev had appeared when we were feeling so much intense separation from Krishna. Mahaprabhu was remembering that how Haridevji had appeared, and thinking about this, Mahaprabhu was in deeper and deeper ecstasy. So here, while taking darshan of Sri Haridevji, let us make a heartfelt prayer that just as Sri Haridev, Sri Govardhan Natha, Sri Haridevji Bhagavan, just as you made your appearance upon the intense desire of Srimati Radharani, may we also be able to develop and cultivate such intense desire that Sri Radha and Krishna, Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, our Guru Vargas, they manifest themselves in our hearts and make our hearts their permanent residence. So this is the very special deity of Sri Haridev manifesting because of the intense desire of love of Srimati Radharani. Jai Shri Govardhan Nath Haridev Ji Bhagavan ki Jai. So after this, Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, he completed his Govardhan Parikrama, the Giriraj Parikrama he completed. And then Gauranga Mahaprabhu went on to the next forest, the 6th forest of Sri Vrajadham, which is Sri Kamyavan. Mahaprabhu came to Kamyavan. Here, of course, Mahaprabhu had not yet seen the third Dev of Vrindavan, because he was yet to manifest to Srila Rupa Goswami. Govinda Devji was yet to manifest, but Mahaprabhu kind of established Govinda Devji in his heart. He had darshan in his heart of Govinda Devji at Kamyavan. So in that mood, let us also see Sri Govinda Devji here. And Mahaprabhu did see, not in Kamyavan, but in Vrindavan, Mahaprabhu did see Vrinda Devi, who is now residing in Kamyavan. So Mahaprabhu did see this beautiful deity of Srimati Vrinda Devi. So if we visit Kamyavan and if we are not going to see Srimati Vrinda Devi, it's like our parikrama would be incomplete. So taking the blessings of Srimati Vrinda Devi, who is, with both her hands stretched out, she is accepting all of our imperfect, our impure services. She's perfecting those services and offering to the divine couple Shri Radha and Govinda Devji. So we beg shelter at the lotus feet of Srimati Vrinda Devi that she may, without any kind of hesitation, may Shri Vrinda Devi accept all of our loving and imperfect services, make them perfect, and offer them to Shri Shri Radha Govinda Devji. Jai Srimati Vrinda Devi ki jai. Then from Kamyavan, Mahaprabhu came. He started walking towards Nanda Gaon. And here he took bath first at Pavan Sarovar. Mahaprabhu took his bath at Pavan Sarovar. This is the place where Nanda Baba and little Kanha, Nanda Baba would carry Krishna on his back and he would come and take bath here at Pavan Sarovar. So Mahaprabhu took very beautiful bath here at Pavan Sarovar, and in the mood of Nanda Baba, in the mood of little Kanhaiya, Mahaprabhu climbed a hill. One particular hill Mahaprabhu climbed, which is called as Nandishwar. At that time, Nandagaon was not yet manifested. So just this hill was there, which was called as Nandishwar. Nandishwar hill was called because it was the hill of Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva manifests as Nandishwara. So therefore, this hill is named after Lord Shiva. And we all know that how even Lord Brahma, he manifests as the hill of Barshana. With his four heads, the four hills of Barshana Dham is there. And so these two personalities are there. There's Brahma, there's Lord Shiva, and of course Lord Vishnu, he's manifesting as Sri Giriraj. So this is the way that Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh are manifest themselves in the form of hills in Sri Vrajadham. So when Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, when he came to Nandishwara, at that time, it was not as we see today. So Mahaprabhu went into a cave in Nandishwara, and here he saw there were three beautiful deities. That there was one elderly male, one elderly female, and there was a little Kanha in between. So this is, Mahaprabhu actually found, after inquiring from the local people who were staying near Nandishwar, Mahaprabhu found these three beautiful deities in a cave on this hill. And these are the deities that are worshipped even today. This is Nanda Baba, Mother Jashoda, and in between is their beautiful child Krishna. Krishna, we can see how beautifully he's curved in three places, but he looks like a baby. He's so beautiful. And Lord Chaitanya, he actually touched the body of Krishna with great love, and he chanted and danced the entire day. And this way Mahaprabhu actually set up the deities in Nandagaon that we see today. What we see today is this. We see Nanda Baba, we see Jashoda Maya and Kanha. We see two Krishnas today, but they are not two Krishnas. They are Krishna and Balaramji, Dauji Maharaj. So both the brothers are here, but both of them are holding the flute, because even Balaram, when he was with Krishna, he would always like to dress up like Krishna. So here in that mood, Balabhadra, Baladev Dauji Maharaj is also with a flute, and he is standing next to his brother Krishna. But Mahaprabhu, when he just had found only Krishna, Nanda Baba and Jashoda Maya. Jai Krishna Kanhaiya Lal ki Jai. So after taking darshan of this beautiful Nanda Baba, Jashoda Maya and Krishna, from here, then Mahaprabhu went to this very beautiful forest called as Khadidavan. Khadidavan is the place where Krishna killed the great demon Bakasura. The reason why this forest is named as Khadidavan is because in Hindi, Khadidavan means that, the way Krishna separated the beak, the top part of the beak and the bottom part of the beak, Krishna just pulled it apart and killed Bakasura. That's how Krishna had killed Bakasura. So in Hindi, this process is called as Khadidana, means to just tear apart. Krishna tore apart the beaks of Bakasura. So that is why this forest came to be known as Khadidavan. Jai Shri Khadidavan ki Jai. So from here, then Shri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, it is explained in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami explains that Mahaprabhu came to Sheshashai. He came to the Sheshashai temple, which is, where Lord Vishnu is here. He is lying down, in his, on the bed of Ananta Shesha, and then from his navel is coming out Lord Brahma, and we see Lakshmi Devi, who is at his lotus feet. In fact, here is very, in this picture, it is little difficult to see the deities very individually. But if we see Mangalarti Darshan, like we see here, if you zoom in, you can see Lakshmi Devi, who is draped in the yellow cloth. The reclining deity is of Lord Vishnu, Sheshashai, and there's Ananta Shesh on top of him. And then from his navel is coming out a lotus, and on that you can see golden Brahma, who is sitting there. So these are the deities, self-manifested deity. And when Mahaprabhu saw this beautiful deity of Sheshashai, Mahaprabhu actually recited a couple of verses from the Gopi Gita, from the Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, chapter 31, from text 18 and 19, especially Mahaprabhu recited, which was spoken by the gopis in their separation when they were crying for Krishna. Vraja kasa Vyatirangate Vrijinahantriyalam Vishwamangalam Tyajamanajanas Tvatsprihatmanam Swajanare druja Yanneshudanam, which means the gopis are saying, "O beloved Krishna, your all auspicious appearance vanquishes the distress of those living in Vraja's forests. Our minds long for your association, O Krishna. Please give us just a bit of that medicine which counteracts the disease in your devotees' hearts. O our beloved Krishna, your lotus feet are so tender that we gently place them on our breasts, fearing that your feet will be hurt. Our life rests only on you, Krishna. Our minds, therefore, are filled with anxiety that your tender feet might be wounded by pebbles as you roam about on the forest path." So Mahaprabhu recited these two verses when he saw Sheshashai. Now, isn't it a paradox that why is Gauranga Mahaprabhu thinking about the Gopi Gita when he's seeing Lord Vishnu? Why? Why this kind? This is explained by our acharyas that the reason why Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, he remembered these beautiful Gopi Gita verses is because one time during the Rasa dance, when the gopis, we all know when the gopis became very proud, and then Krishna left with Srimati Radharani, and then, when Srimati Radharani, when she displayed external pride, for satisfying and to set an example for her gopi friends, at that time, even Krishna disappeared from Srimati Radharani also. And then, the gopis caught on with Srimati Radharani, and at that time, they all started looking for Krishna. They started crying for Krishna. Srimati Radharani taught by her own personal example, how that pride is something that Krishna cannot tolerate. So then the gopis were even searching everywhere for Krishna. They were asking every tree, they were asking every leaf, they were asking every branch, "Have you seen Krishna? Have you seen Krishna?" And at that time, very naughtily, Krishna was always there, but he was not manifest. So at that time, very naughtily, when the gopis were hankering and looking everywhere for Krishna, at that time, Krishna naughtily manifested his four-handed form, and he just stood near a tree, in front of a tree, and he just stood there. And the gopis came and they said, "Oh, Narayan, it's you. Have you seen? Have you seen our Krishna? Did he come here? Did he go from here? Please tell us, where is Krishna? Have you seen him?" And Lord Narayan said, "No, I didn't see him." So this is the level, of the love of the Vrajavadhus of Srimati Radharani. So when Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, when he saw this four-handed form of Lord Narayan lying down on his snake bed of Anantashesh, Mahaprabhu remembered how the gopis and Srimati Radharani, how they were asking the four-handed form of Lord Narayan, "Have you seen our Krishna? Have you seen our Krishna? We cannot live without Krishna. Please tell us, where is Krishna?" This is the love of the gopis. So Mahaprabhu was in complete absorption of this mood of the gopis and Srimati Radharani. And that is the reason why Mahaprabhu recited these two verses, to show that how dear, that the gopis do not even care for Lord Narayan, that how, they are just only mad after Krishna. They're just helplessly in love with Krishna. And Mahaprabhu is just manifesting that mood of the gopis when he saw Sheshashayi. So thereafter, from here, Mahaprabhu, after taking darshan of Sheshashayi, Mahaprabhu walked on and he came to Kelavan. And, this is the place where Krishna would play with all his cowherd boyfriends. Here is where Mahaprabhu also saw the Akshay Vat, which is there where the, boys, all of them, they would hang their lunch bags, under the shade of this huge banyan tree. And from Khela Tirtha, after crossing the river Yamuna, Mahaprabhu then first arrived into Bhadravan. Now, Bhadravan is the forest where Krishna killed Vatsasura, the calf demon. So after taking darshan of Bhadravan, Mahaprabhu then went on and he came to this beautiful forest, which is Sri Bhandirvan. Mahaprabhu took darshan in Bhandirvan of Vamsivata, where we can hear the sound of Krishna's flute. If we are in a very, very, closely connected with the Supreme Lord, we hear, but most devotees, we all hear, mridangas, kartals, these kind of musical instruments if we put our ear. So that is the place of Bhandirvan, where Vamsivat is there. And this is the place where Srimati Radharani and Sri Krishna were married. So here we see Lord Brahma, he is performing the marriage ceremony of Srimati Radharani and Sri Krishna. And there's a very beautiful temple here in Pandiravan where of Shri Radha Ananda Bihari Ji, where Krishna, we can see here in the picture to our right, that Krishna, he is in a dancing pose. You can see his lotus feet is raised like that, like as if performing a ballet. And with his, with his left hand, Krishna is offering sindoor to the forehead of Srimati Radharani. So this is how, the deities of Sri Ananda Bihari Ji are worshipped here at Bhandirvan. Mahaprabhu took darshan of these beautiful deities. And then from here, Mahaprabhu went on to visit Belvan. Belvan is the place where Lakshmi Devi is doing tapasya till today in order to gain entrance at the Rasa dance. From here, taking darshan of Lakshmi Devi, Gauranga Mahaprabhu went on to Lohavan. Lohavan is a very special forest where there's a very special village called as Ayore Gram. Ayore, if we remember that it is the place when Krishna, after killing Dantavakra and after killing Shishupal and everything, then instead of going back to Dwarka, Krishna actually came here to this village. He just crossed the Jamuna and he came to Ayore Gram. And when Krishna came to Ayore, all the Brajavasis, they ran and embraced Krishna and they shouted to each other, Are Kanhaiya, Ayore, Ayore, that Krishna has come, Krishna has come, our Kanhaiya has finally come. Ayore means has come, Kanhaiya has come. So till today, this village is beautifully called as Ayore Gram. So here that is in Lohavan. Then from Lohavan, Mahaprabhu went on to Mahavan. In Mahavan, Mahaprabhu took darshan of Sri Baladev, who is the fourth Dev of Sri Brajadham. Jai Sri Baladev Ji Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Baladev. And after taking darshan of Baladev, Mahaprabhu, he also went on to Gokul, which is in Mahavan, that where Krishna, he performed such childhood pastimes. And Mahaprabhu here, when he entered Gokul, Mahaprabhu is always in so much smiling. He was always so smiling that he was just remembering, oh, what naughty pastimes I have done. And how when Mahaprabhu remembered how Mother Jashoda had once chastised him when he saw this particular grinding mortar. So Mahaprabhu has taken darshan of this grinding mortar, and Mahaprabhu immediately remembered, oh, I was bound here by Mother Jashoda. She was so angry at me that she bound me to this grinding mortar. And Mahaprabhu he just could not stop his smile, and he was smiling so much, that Balabhadra Bhattacharya and the Brahmana, they both were saying, what happened, Mahaprabhu? And Mahaprabhu just couldn't control. He was like, feeling so embarrassed as the Mahaprabhu was going red in his face that, oh, what all I have done in his mood of Krishna. Mahaprabhu was remembering these beautiful pastimes. And then when he saw the grinding mortar, Mahaprabhu also remembered that how he had freed the two sons of Kuvera. And at this time, Mahaprabhu started laughing. He started laughing. And Balabhadra Bhattacharya said, Mahaprabhu, we can't take it anymore. Why are you laughing? Tell us. He said, well, I'm just remembering that how Krishna, he was bound. He was bound up by Mother Jashoda. And although he was bound up, he liberated the two sons of Kuvera. How wonderful this is. And Mahaprabhu started laughing in deep ecstasy that, that although someone is bound, he can still, free somebody else. This only is possible with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. These are the wonderful, wonderful pastimes of Sri Krishna that Mahaprabhu was completely immersed in. And he was just displaying these tremendous ecstatic love when he was remembering these amazing pastimes. And then from here, Mahaprabhu then finally completed, through Raval, the birthplace, the appearance place of Srimati Radharani. Mahaprabhu, in Chaitanya Charitamrita, when Mahaprabhu visit about Barshana or the visit about Raval is not mentioned, because, Mahaprabhu, he's in the mood of Srimati Radharani. So he just goes there, but it is not mentioned, so therefore we have not, shown any things over here because it is not mentioned. But nonetheless, Mahaprabhu did visit Barshana, the hilltop of Barshana. He went to all those places. He also visited Raval, which is the appearance place of Srimati Radharani. And as Gauranga Mahaprabhu, in his form as Krishna, he was just reliving these beautiful places of pastimes. And when Mahaprabhu came back to Mathura, completing his Brajamandal Parikrama, the people of Mathura, they already had heard so much glories about Mahaprabhu that every day so many Brajbasis would come and see Mahaprabhu. So then, in order to, seek some solitude, some alone time, Mahaprabhu he moved his headquarters, like his staying place, he moved it to Akrura Ghat in Vrindavan. So in search of solitude, because Mahaprabhu wanted to just experience not too many people. He just wanted to be alone. So he came to this place of Akrura Ghat. And from here, Mahaprabhu would visit every day. He would go to Seva Kunj. Seva Kunj is the place where, when Srimati Radharani would get tired after dancing with Krishna in the Rasa dance, she would come here and Krishna himself would massage the lotus feet of Srimati Radharani. So, remembering these beautiful pastimes, what happens here at Seva Kunj, Mahaprabhu would just faint in ecstasy. He would just be overwhelmed, in the mood of Srimati Radharani, that Krishna loves me so much. That Srimati Radharani in the mood of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu would just, totally melt, and he would just fall down in ecstasy. He would faint. And from here, from Seva Kunj, Mahaprabhu would visit Keshi Ghat. He would take bath in the Jamuna. And from there, he would come back to Akrura Ghat again in the evening. So every day, Mahaprabhu would visit these nearby places from Akrura Ghat, which we know as Vrindavan today, which is in the Panchakrosh Parikrama area. That's where Mahaprabhu would stay. And then one other day, Mahaprabhu would go to Chirghat. He came near Chirghat, where Krishna had very naughtily, stolen the garments of the unmarried gopis. And over here also, Mahaprabhu would take bath in the Jamuna. And from here, from Chirghat, Mahaprabhu came to a very beautiful place. It was a tamarind tree. And as soon as Mahaprabhu came to this tamarind tree, he just would rest there. And this tamarind tree is a very, very special place because it's been there since 5,000 years, and the Yamuna is flowing right in front, and the cool breeze blowing from the Jamuna. Mahaprabhu would just sit over here and chant his rounds, chant his japa. Every day, Mahaprabhu, without fail, would come and spend, hours together just chanting here under this tamarind tree. And this beautiful place was known as Imli Tala. Imli Tala, in short, is the place which epitomizes the intense love in separation from Srimati Radharani and Krishna, both. Srimati Radharani in separation of Krishna, and Krishna in separation of Srimati Radharani. Well, in simple English language, Imli means tamarind. So tamarind tree is what is called as Imli Tala. Or Tala means under the Imli tree, the tamarind tree, Mahaprabhu would sit. So the pastime goes, this pastime that took place here is about our Swaminiji. It's about Srimati Radharani. That one day she was hurrying, very, very hurriedly, she was going to meet her beloved Sri Krishna on the banks of the Jamuna. And it was just before the Keshi Ghat that Krishna had said, we are going to meet here today. And she was passing by this very particular tamarind tree. And when she was in such a haste, Srimati Radharani did not realize, but she slipped over a ripe tamarind that was fallen down on the ground. The tamarind was also feeling very greedy, that it wanted to receive the nectar of Srimati Radharani's lotus feet. So the tamarind also just started sucking on the lotus feet of Srimati Radharani. So the sourness of the ripe tamarind, what it did was that it spoiled the alta, or the red dye, which Srimati Radharani had on her lotus feet. And when this happened, it is said that Vishakha Devi, the dear friend of Srimati Radharani, got so angry that she cursed that because this ripe tamarind tree had done this, no tamarind will ever ripen in Vrajadham. So till today, we don't see any tamarind ripening in the entire Vraja Mandala. But of course, Srimati Radharani's altar design was very expertly, immediately corrected by her dear Sakhi, Sudevi Gopi. And so Imli Tala is this beautiful place where Srimati Radharani one day when she was in the Rasa dance, and when she saw that, oh, Krishna, this happened on the day of Sharad Purnima. It is said that when Srimati Radharani one day saw that, oh, Krishna's dancing with everyone, why not me alone? And Srimati Radharani, just to display an external man, her anger, transcendental anger, she just left the Rasa dance and she went away. And Krishna started feeling intense feelings of separation, and he started looking for Srimati Radharani. That where did Srimati Radharani go? Where did Srimati Radharani go? Krishna started, literally, he just left the rasa dance. He came under this tamarind tree and he started crying intensely for Srimati Radharani. And the mood of separation increased the anticipation of their meeting, and it increased their intense love that they had for each other. And Krishna came right here to this tamarind tree, and he sat down under this kalpa vriksha, tamarind tree, this desire tree, and he started chanting the names Radhe, Radhe, Radhe. And because Krishna was so absorbed in taking the name of Srimati Radharani, Krishna's bluish complexion became golden. We can see here in this picture, Krishna's complexion turned completely gold, and Srimati Radharani and the gopis, because Krishna was chanting so intensely the name of Radha, Srimati Radharani came there and his eyes were closed. Krishna didn't see Radhe coming. So Srimati Radharani touched Krishna. As soon as she touched Krishna, Krishna opened his eyes and saw Srimati Radharani. And Srimati Radharani was so pleased that Krishna was, and immediately as soon as Srimati Radharani touched Krishna, Krishna came back to his Sham Varna, his bluish complexion came back. And right then, she was so happy. And right at this very place, Krishna then disclosed to Srimati Radharani that, my dear Radhe, in my intense ecstasy of separation, I assumed your form, your complexion, and your ecstatic love. And in Kali Yuga, I will again appear like this, taking your complexion and your mood of ecstatic love, and I will spread throughout the world. I will spread the congregational chanting of the holy names through the Sankirtan movement, and I will propagate the congregational chanting of the holy names of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna made this promise to Srimati Radharani, and according to this promise that he made to Srimati Radharani, Sri Krishna appeared in the age of Kali as Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu. And this is the promise that Krishna made, and Mahaprabhu fulfilled it. When Mahaprabhu, therefore, it is said that every day that Mahaprabhu spent in Vrindavan after he completed his 84 kroshas of Vraja Mandala, every day Mahaprabhu would come to Imlitala and he would chant the holy names, because this was his promise to Srimati Radharani, that he is going to, this is Krishna himself coming with the mood and the complexion of Srimati Radharani. He would deeply absorb, Mahaprabhu would deeply absorb himself in chanting the holy names, sitting under this very particular tamarind tree. Until today, there's the lotus footprints of Mahaprabhu here under this tamarind tree, and they've made this beautiful temple that we see. In fact, this is a Gaudiya Mutt, which is taken care of by the disciples of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Shri Srila Prabhupada. So here, Mahaprabhu would come and just immerse himself in the ocean of separation, in the mood of Srimati Radharani. That Lord, and in fact, it is said that how much Mahaprabhu would, absorb himself in the mood of Krishna, because Mahaprabhu is in the mood of Srimati Radharani. So he would be feeling separation from Krishna. And it is said that Mahaprabhu's golden form would be transformed to Krishna's bluish form. And Balabhadra Bhattacharya could see with his own eyes that the golden complexion of Mahaprabhu, when he would chant under the tamarind tree, the Imli Tala, Mahaprabhu would manifest his bluish complexion. So this is the glorious Imli Tala. So our prayer here at the lotus feet of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu and Sri Sri Radha Gopinath Ji should be that we become sincerely attached to chanting the holy names in pure love. This is the most potent place where Krishna himself chanted Srimati Radharani's holy names, and Mahaprabhu chanted Krishna's holy names in the mood of intense longing and separation. And many of our previous acharyas have performed their bhajan here at this place. So here we should pray for being able to develop some taste in chanting and for pure devotional service to Krishna, that we may be able to experience it, and whoever we come in touch with, may we be able to make them get a taste for chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Jai Shri Imli Tala ki Jai, Shri Gauranga Mahaprabhu ki Jai. So thus we see here that Mahaprabhu, he toured the 12 forests of Vraja Mandala. The 12 forests of Vraja Mandala, there are 7 forests on the western side of the Jamuna, which is Madhuvan, Talavan, Kumudvan, Bahulavan, Vrindavan, Kamyavan, and Khadidavan. And the 5 forests on the eastern side of the Jamuna are Bhadravan, Bhandirvan, Belvan, Lohavan, and Mahavan. Jai Shri Vraja Mandala ki Jai. And also Mahaprabhu took darshan of these 4 vatas, the 4 banyan trees of Vraja Mandala. They are of course, Vamsi Vat, which is in Bhandirvan. Then we have the Bhandir Vat, which is the tree under which Sri Sri Radha and Krishna got married. That is Bhandir Vat. Then there's Akshay Vat, that is, where Krishna would hang, their lunch boxes. That is Akshay Vat near Khelavan. And Shringar Vat, which is in Vrindavan, where Advaita Acharya, Nityananda Prabhu, even Mahaprabhu would stay in near this Shringar Vat, where Radha and Krishna would have beautiful pastimes under this Shringar Vat. And Mahaprabhu also took darshan of these 4 Mahadevs of Vrajamandala. We've seen 4 devs of Mathura specifically, but these are the 4 Mahadevs of entire Brajamandala that are protecting Brajamandala. They are like Kshatrapal who are protecting Brajamandala on all 4 sides. So we have Sri Kameshwar Mahadev, who is in Kamyavan. We have Gopeshwar Mahadev, who is in Vrindavan. Then we have Sri Chakleshwar Mahadev, who is in Govardhan. And we have Bhuteshwar Mahadev, who is in Mathura. So these are the 4 Mahadevs who are the Kshatrapals of Sri Vrajamandala. So in this way, witnessing the ecstasy of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, he describes that, the Brajbasis, they could understand the real identity of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu. They would say, the Brajbasis said, Akritya tomare dekhi Brajendra Nandan Deho kanti pitambara koila chadan, which means that by your bodily features we can see that you, O Gauranga Mahaprabhu, you are none other than the son of Nanda Maharaj. Although the golden luster of your body has covered your original Shama Sundara complexion, The aroma of deer musk cannot be concealed by wrapping it in a cloth. So therefore, your characteristics, O Gauranga Mahaprabhu, as the Supreme Lord cannot be concealed, even though you may be appearing in a golden body, but we know that you are Nanda Nandana Vrajendra Nandana Shri Krishna, who has come in the form of his own devotee. This was the realization of the Brajbasis after they saw the activities and the pastimes of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. So Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, he stayed here at Akrura Ghat, of course, making it, like his staying place and visiting the nearby places for many days. And Mahaprabhu revived the Krishna consciousness of the Brajbasis in this way. And one day, while sitting here at Akrura Ghat, Mahaprabhu recalled the celebrated pastime that had occurred here when Akrura had taken Krishna Balaram from Vrindavan, and when he was taking them to Mathura, while leaving from here, Mahaprabhu was recollecting that how when Akrura was taking his dip in the Jamuna, Mahaprabhu was recollecting that Akrura had offered beautiful prayers and he had seen Lord Vishnu on Anantashesh. And as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was recalling Akrura's vision, Mahaprabhu just fell into the Jamuna at Akrura Ghat. And as soon as he fell down into the Jamuna and he was completely unconscious. Mahaprabhu was in the mood of Akrura and he was just completely unconscious. And Balabhadra Bhattacharya had to literally, drag Mahaprabhu out of the waters and rescue Mahaprabhu, because otherwise Mahaprabhu, was appearing that he would drown. And after this incident, both the Brahmana from Mathura and Balabhadra Bhattacharya, they thought that Mahaprabhu's ecstasies are becoming uncontrollable, that it would be very unsafe, for us to control the Lord, that he can go to the Jamuna and there is very much risk to his life. Out of their love for Mahaprabhu, they thought that Mahaprabhu's life is at risk. This is the love of Balabhadra Bhattacharya. So it would be better. Balabhadra Bhattacharya said, no, I cannot take this chance. The devotees in Jagannath Puri, they have handed this treasure of Mahaprabhu to me. How can I just, I have to be very careful. I have to hand over this Mahaprabhu properly in safe condition back to Jagannath Puri. So let us go from here. So Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu immediately obliged the request of Sri Balabhadra Bhattacharya, and both of them again started towards their return journey towards Jagannath Puri. And Mahaprabhu, all the while, he was completely absorbed, like we see here in this picture, that while leaving from Vrindavan, even going away from Vrindavan, Mahaprabhu was completely absorbed in pastimes of Sri Radha and Krishna. Mahaprabhu was experiencing the pastimes of Sri Radha and Krishna. He was literally participating. Here also we see Mahaprabhu, how he is witnessing, participating in the pastimes of Sri Radha and Krishna. Even when Mahaprabhu would take rest, he would just be absorbed in the pastimes of Sri Radha and Sri Krishna. Jai Shri Vraja Mandala Parikrama Dham ki jai. So this year's theme, of course, today is the most auspicious Shri Gopashtami. Here we see the lotus feet of Srimati Radharani as we see in Mayapur. So wishing everyone a very, very happy Shri Gopashtami. Here also we have, today is the day that Krishna actually started grazing little calves. That is the glory of Gopashtami day. So wishing everyone a very happy Shri Gopashtami. And this year's theme, as we were discussing, it is how Gaudiyas reveal Shri Vrajadham. And, now Mahaprabhu has revealed and how Mahaprabhu has given his instructions to Rupa Goswami, to Sanatan Goswami, and to the other the other 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan, and how they come to Vrindavan, and how they start reviving the deities. We will hear in brief the pastimes. We've all heard before also the pastime of the appearance of Govinda Devji, of Madan Mohan, how Madan Mohan came. But all these deities, they didn't come with their Radharanis. So in tomorrow's session, we are going to hear that how the principal deities of Vrindavan, how did they get their Srimati Radharanis? How did Sri Radhe manifest in her deity form for all these principal deities of Vraja? So this will be our discussion tomorrow. So please stay tuned. We look forward to seeing all of you tomorrow. Thank you all so much. Hare Krishna, Jai Jai Shri Radhe. So if there's any questions, comments, realizations, reflections, we can share that now. Thank you all so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances.
Hare Krishna.
There are so many pastimes we covered in 45-50 minutes. How many days did it take? Because we visited all the ones and ghats and words and Radha Krishna marriage and everything. So many things, it's really hard to comprehend everything. I think there are a lot of pastimes. Of course, they are all beautiful, wonderful. So I don't know how many days Mahaprabhu took for Vrajdam. Mandala Parikrama.
Month, Prabhu, the entire month of Kartik. It is said that Mahaprabhu started his Brajamandal on Kartik Purnima day. On the Purnima day, he started, and he completed it on the last day of Kartik. He came back to on the.
And we covered it in 40 minutes. So nice, Mataji. Very good, very good. All the pictures are nice and beautiful explanation of the activities of Mahaprabhu. And thank you for sharing all the deities, Mahadev, and especially that picture where 2 Krishnas appear between Nanda Baba and Yashoda. That is beautiful. Of course, thanks for giving darshan of all the deities. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji is missing today.
Yes, he is a little busy with his work. He had an urgent meeting that was dragging on. So sorry. We apologize that Prabhu is not here today.
You also says very nice, all alone and showing all the pictures and nice lecture, singing bhajan and everything. So beautiful, Mataji. So beautiful. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. All by your blessings, Mataji. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Monica Bhavi, for your beautiful comments and for being here with us every day. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Anyone else?
Hare Krishna Mataji, Prabhuji Dandavat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev. First of all, thank you so much, Mataji, for singing our great and most touchable Gopi Geet. So we just closed our eyes when you sing. I can't able to write the notes also. It's very touchable, very, very, very touchable. Thank you for giving that nectar to our ears today. It's very wonderful. Always as you sing, getting in the mood of Srimati, I mean, the Gopis mood, right? Giving that one, at least zero, not 1%, less than that only. We will always say that giving that mood, it is very wonderful. And you covered, as Prabhuji said, all the 12 forests, and especially uh, I liked the way you narrated like Imli Tal, pastimes, so that Alta. So I liked very much Mataji. And we also visited few one here this time. I mean, October month we went, right? And because of you, I got the association of Vrajavasis. Thank you for that. I couldn't expect when we meet them. We offered some Lakshmi as per their instruction, and they offered us the chadar of Sri Krishna. He word already. He won already. So it is for you. When I meet you, I'll give it to you. Because of you, they got their association. So I'll have it with me very safely. I couldn't expect that when I received that. I don't know how I felt. Not able to express my happiness that day. First day, that's the first day we went to 111. The first day itself we received the mercy because of you both. So thank you for that. And as you said, when this time also when we hear and place our ears to Vamsi, but we are able to feel that mridanga only tap 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 like that. We are able to hear it. That is also wonderful. And Seshashai village, we went first time. It is very long from Vrindavan, and the road is very narrow. So we felt there, and we seen that one, the temple, and they're constructing, renovating itself.
That is the longest, one of the longest walks that we do
Yeah.
during is walking to Sheshashai. Yes.
Yeah, and the road is very narrow. The bus are very difficult to travel, so the driver was put in very difficult situation. And from there, we took Akshevet and Ramghat, and then Chirghat. So like that, we went. One thing I observed, Mataji, I want to say that they are living very simple, Mataji. The Vrajavas is there in Ramghat and Chirghat. I noticed that even there is no power also. There is no
Yeah.
electricity and they're living very simple life. I felt like, oh, why I can't be there? Whenever we are going there, right? They are seeing like anything, but I always feel that your glance on me purifying me because you are already there in Rajtam. So we need to get astonished on seeing you. You are blessed to be here, but the children are seeing us, right? So I mean, senior math Vaishnavas, they distributed among, I mean, some pencils and snacks also to them. So our mood will be like that, right? We should get astonished by seeing them, how simple they are living, how much dedication they have. And every time I round that Vrajadam, right, evening time, I'm able to hear the bhajan 6 o'clock. Every day they are doing without any. I don't know. When Nandagon also, I'm able to hear in everywhere. Everywhere I'm able to hear that. So that is very wonderful, and many life lessons also you told. And then thank you for giving that 4 Vatas name and 4 Mahadevs in Rajtam. So I'm sorry I'm not able to give the questions immediately. So just now I just sent it to you. Okay, you can share it, no Mataji. Thank you so much again for giving the nectar. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.
Thank you. So here are the quiz questions given by Hari Prasad Prabhu. What is the other name of Sri Haridev Ji in Govardhan? Second, explain the significance of Sri Vrindadevi lowering her 2 hands in Kamyavan. Who was killed by Lord Krishna in Khadiravan? Fourth, why Mahaprabhu recited Gopi Geet verse in front of Sheshashai, Vishnu? Fifth, name the forest where Srimati Radharani and Lord Krishna got married. Sixth, name 4 Vatas of Sri Mandala. And 7, name the 4 Mahadevs of Sri Mandala. Fantastic questions, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Anyone else?
Hare Krishna Mataji, Pranam Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Sarvajana.
Mataji, Haridev and Vajranabha sculptures same Mataji or different?
Haridev is said to be a self-manifested deity. So Vajranabh Maharaj did not carve Haridev ji. Haridev came, he just manifested he's a self-manifested deity. Because of the intense desire of Srimati Radharani, Haridev ji manifested. So Govinda Dev, Baladev, and Keshav Dev, they were carved by Vajranabh Maharaj. But Haridev ji, he personally manifested.
Okay, Mataji. Hari Bol. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna. Oh,
Mataji, actually, wonderful class, Mataji, wonderful pastimes and beautiful pictures. Actually, every year we visit Vrindavan, Mataji, but this year, like we were to Dwarka. So
yes.
we are unfortunate that in this Kartik month, we are not going to Vrindavan, but actually, by seeing, with your classes, hearing the classes, hearing the nectarian classes, we are covering whole Vrindavan, Mataji. I mean, probably we might, if we go to Vrindavan, we might have not covered all the places, but with your classes, we are covering everything, Mataji. So, so wonderful nectarian. Because Vrindavan is so many ones, so we cannot. I mean, it's impossible to cover all of them. But with your classes, sure, like we are hearing and covering, and I mean, like as if we are Vrindavan, like not in Hyderabad, but we feel like we are in Vrindavan. So thank you so much, Mataji, for wonderful pictures and wonderful nectarian pastimes. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Prabhu. It's all by the mercy of our spiritual masters, Srila Prabhupada, and all of you devotees. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Anybody else? If not, we'll end our session here. We look forward to seeing all of you tomorrow for another very special session of the manifestation of Srimati Radharani for her principal deities. So please, we look forward to seeing all of you tomorrow. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Mataji, were there monkeys in Vrindavan during Radharani's time also, so many?
Yes. Monkey. At that time, monkeys would not trouble, as they trouble us today.
It is really impossible there to walk with the monkeys. How would they do?
They're very special paraphernalias of Srimati Radharani.
Thank you, Mataji, for the beautiful pravachan.
Thank
Very
you.
nice and pleasant.
Thank you,
Krishna.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Dandavat Pranam. Thank you so much for the wonderful class.
Thank
Hari
you.
Bol.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Pranam Mataji. Please accept my humble.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.